All right, welcome to video number 3. So let's talk about step 4, how to skyrocket your growth to 1,000 followers. We're going to talk about systems, hiring, and leverage. So one of the best books I've ever read on growing a business or growing on social media is The E-Myth Revisited. So why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. Because if you failed in the past or worried about failing your social media growth, many people leave social media or leave content creation because they don't treat it like a business. Or those that do treat it like a business don't treat it seriously. Then you need to read this book. It's really good, by Michael Gerber. It's not very specific to social media, but it talks about what made McDonald's grow, what made these massive companies grow. It's very laid back. It's more storytelling, basically, of this lady. She wants to start a pie shop, but she doesn't know where to start, and her business is falling apart. And she taught him how she can make this pie shop flourish effortlessly. And spoiler alert, systems and people run the systems. So what does a system mean? You have to not post randomly on social media. You have to schedule things. Remember at the start of the video number 1, I talked about you need to treat it like a business. You need to take it seriously. You need to schedule a script writing hour, and you need to schedule a filming hour or a day. So when I created a system, I wasn't posting randomly. I wasn't scripting randomly, and that would lead to burnout. When I was creating YouTube videos, I would script maybe like an hour or 3 hours on a Saturday morning, and then I would film on a Sunday morning 6 videos. So that's all the videos for the month, and then I send it out to the editors, and then I don't have to do anything anymore. So that's a system, and then I rinse and repeat every month. At the start of the month, I have a script writing hour or to 3 hours, depends on how long it takes. Probably might take more if you're new to this. And I scheduled a filming day, so I filmed everything. So I don't have to be posting every week. I also did this for shorts. I had a script writing hour, Saturday morning. This includes not just YouTube, but shorts. And then I scheduled a filming hour. So all of my shorts are all filmed, and then I put them in drafts. Little note here, you gotta stick to it. So let's say I'll script for the week. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then I'll batch content for the week. Sunday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then I don't have to do anything for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, working 9 to 5. I don't have to worry because it's all ready for me. I just have to write in the descriptions, add trending sounds, and post it if I'm using shorts. Also, now number 2, hiring. Hiring freelancers is the key to growing once you have a 9 to 5 job. So freelancers can edit, they could even script write for you, because that's a skill. They can create thumbnails for you. They can post for you, which is quite controversial. They can write descriptions, they can email for you, they can do cold outreach, they can literally do anything. So when I was doing binge dietitian, I was really struggling to grow, because I was thinking like, okay, I want to grow on social media, but where do I start? I could make YouTube videos, but that's gonna be so much effort until I hired someone to do the editing. So what I would do to create my YouTube videos is I would sit down, film, and then when I say something like, here's how to lose 10 pounds in this much time without struggling with binge eating. And then sometimes I would just make a little bit of like a stutter, and I would just say, redo, and then I'd say the same thing again. Here's how to lose 10 pounds in 5 days without struggling with binge eating. And then I talk about the next thing. So the good thing about filming YouTube videos, what I did in the past was, I was filming it, and then I put the raw file into Google Drive, and then I just sent that Google Drive link to my editor. And then whatever was 30 minutes of raw file of me saying redo, and like having like toilet breaks and all those kinds of things, that editor edited and cut all of those into 10 minutes. And I was quite amazed. I was like, what? He did all that work just for me whilst I was out at work? So if you're treating your business as a business, you need to be willing to pay for it. Also, thumbnail creation. I paid another person to do thumbnails once I learned how to do thumbnails. Also emailing. So with Binge Dietitian, you could see that if you go to Spotify or any podcast platform, I have more than 100 podcast episodes, and then at maybe number 50 or 60, I had really high profile guests. So when I had only like 1,000 followers, I was able to email people who were like 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers on Instagram and get them as a guest into my podcast. So you can email like lots of people, you can do cold outreach, you can message them saying like, hey, how are you? Would you want to join my podcast? You can give people access to your Instagram accounts. You can get people to answer your emails, literally everything. Freelancers are one of the best things you can do for your business. You can get them in Upwork, Fiverr, people per hour, or many more. I mostly use Upwork because it's very easy to hire people and you can like chat with them. There's a chat option. And with Upwork, I'm not sponsored or anything, but it's one I mostly use, that you pay for a project and the payments are not released until you're happy with the project. Maybe they sent you the file of the edited video and they say, you tell them like, I'm not really happy with that. You could send it again. Can you do it again for revisions? Can you revise this? Can you revise this? And then until it's really happy to your needs or to your standards, then you can say, okay, I'll release the payment now. Thank you very much. So a bonus tip. This is, well, it's not really a bonus because this is an extremely pro tip. So I highly recommend that you post and create 30 evergreen videos that will solve a problem using hook, retain, reward, and save all of your videos into Google Drive or Dropbox. Then hire someone to post them for you in the background whilst you make more up-to-date content so you can easily post several times in a day. So this is the trick I use to grow my Instagram page really quickly. So post 30 evergreen content videos. So let's say I'm making this fitness content for gamers and how to lose weight. Evergreen videos would be like, here's how to lose weight without sacrificing blah blah blah. Instead of trends, don't focus on trends. It's nice to talk about trends every now and then, but evergreen videos are more educational. They solve a problem. So you can keep on recycling them. So save them without the watermark into Google Drive and Dropbox. And then hire someone from maybe Upwork. Give them your access to like Instagram to post for you. So tell them, can you post this in the 2 times a day from these 30 videos or 60 videos if you want to make it more varied from my Google Drive, and then keep on making really great descriptions and say, check the link in my bio or all those kinds of things to work with me. So someone's posting for you and you're not even doing anything. So whilst that person's posting your evergreen content, recycling them regularly, because remember, in video 2, I talked about not everyone sees your content on Instagram. You might be posting like 5 times in a day and maybe one of your friends or your followers will only see it once. So don't worry about posting too much. The more times you post, it'll negate luck. You'll actually be more likely to get more followers, more likely to get viral hits. So whilst you're posting, your freelancers posting your evergreen videos, you're posting more new videos. So it looks like you're actually creating more new content. No one's actually going to keep track of it. All right, so let's talk about leverage. Leverage is ability to make one action that results in bigger returns. So if I'm going back to the fitness personal trainer account example, then we can train one-to-one in the gym, train one person at a time in the gym. You can teach one person how to lose weight effortlessly, one at a time. Or you can go online and teach 100,000 millions of people based on your reach how to lose weight really quickly for gamers. So using social media is one of the best ways to grow your business. If you're a business or a small business and you don't use social media, you're going to get washed away. You're not going to be seen at all. If you're a small business and you started your first day on social media and you're already posting, then you're going to exceed the reach of people who are invisible on social media. Social media is where it's at if you want to grow, earn money at an unlimited pace. So I've got a gift for you for making it all the way to the end of this video or this course series, and it's going to 5 times your growth without any effort, without any payments as well, without any ads, and without messaging people to follow you. That's one of the worst ways to grow on social media. Oh, also, it made me post 3 times a day easily to different platforms without spending more time on my phone. And it costs more than the gift card, and luckily for you, less than a Tesla. I'm going to talk about Repostify. So yes, you've been hooked, but this is going to help you grow on social media really quickly. So Repostify is an app I've created to skyrocket social media growth. So you can see here that if I post once on TikTok without doing anything, It's going to post into X or Twitter, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Reels, Facebook Reels, and Instagram. So it's a way to grow easily. You don't have to manually post everywhere. If you're posting 3 times a day, you're not posting TikTok, X, YouTube, Instagram Reels, because you also have to wait for them to upload. So if you're going to be a growth monster and you want to grow really quickly on social media, then you have to leverage as much as possible. So Repostify, you can use that. Post once, and the picture's not there, but it's probably a similar video. It's a similar picture as this. So post once and it posts everywhere. In 1080p, the highest quality, without any watermarks, without the TikTok logo, without the Instagram Shorts logo, all those kind of things. Because if you have a watermark in your video, it's reposted to another platform, then that platform, if TikTok recognizes Instagram Shorts watermark on it, it's going to pull your video down. It's going to bring it down. It's not going to increase its reach. It's not going to reach the For You page. You post on TikTok, for example, and repost everywhere. Basically what I said. But also, it can repost into Dropbox or Google Drive. So if you want to help your content be posted everywhere and also store it, so you're a freelancer, or if you want to post it in the future, if you ever want to post it in the future, then it's all stored there. So you can post it all in all of these platforms. Build your library and skyrocket your growth. So this is the cost. So $19 a month or $39 a month. But before we focus too much on that, I'm gonna give you this promo code, 50% off forever. If you use this code, 1,000 in 7 days, one word, you're gonna get it 50% off forever. If I go back here, so if you're paying for the part-time content creator where you have 3 social media integrations, you can only use 3 of these, then it's gonna cost probably like $9.5 a month, $9.50. This one is gonna cost, don't test me in the math, probably like $16, $17 around that area, forever. I'm only going to show this promo code and it's not going to be anywhere else aside from this training video, because you know what to do now. Now you just need to implement it. You don't even have to use Repostify. I'm not telling you to use Repostify, but what I'm telling you to do is to start on social media. The first step to reaching your first 1,000 followers is to post ASAP. There's no perfect condition. If you're waiting to buy that ultimate camera, that ultimate microphone, lighting setup, ring light, just post now, because quantity leads to quality. I'll talk about the story of the pottery class. The story of the pottery class. There was a teacher that taught students and they said, okay, who's going to make the best pot at the end of the month? I'm going to separate the class into 2 groups. Group A creates 1 pot every day for 30 days, or 30 pots. And then Group B is going to make a single pot in 30 days. Who do you think made the best pot? It was actually Group A, surprisingly. I actually thought when I first heard this story it was going to be Group B, but it's actually Group A. So why? So quantity leads to quality. Don't wait for the perfect conditions to start. So sure, their first pot might have been absolutely terrible, fell apart, and then they improve. They learn from the mistakes to pot 2, then pot 3. They learn from the mistakes and they refine their craft. When I created on social media, Shorts and YouTube, quality was super poor. I didn't know about hook, retain, reward, all those kinds of things until I got feedback, until I realized that, okay, this content's getting more views. This content's getting more likes, comments. I'm actually gonna do that again, and then do that again. And then realize, okay, the audio sounds terrible there. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna improve that. So quantity leads to quality. And then once you find the great quality, keep on doubling down on it. Keep on focusing on it. Don't wait for the perfect conditions to start. I know it's extremely scary to start on social media. You probably might be watching up to here right now and you haven't even started on social media. You haven't even made an account. But now that you know what to do, treat it like a business, not a hobby. You know where to start. You know what to do. I've given you probably like 5 pots worth of getting you forward, a little bit ahead in the content game. You just have to keep going for it. After this video, I want you to create an account and start posting something. So I want you to take note of this code. And if you want to use Repostify to leverage and rocket jump your business or your social media, then use this code for 50% off free forever, 1,000 in 7 days. So I hope you enjoyed this video content series, and feel free to look back at this video because there's lots of info I've talked about. Video 1, video 2, video 3, lots of info. So scroll down to the bottom of this page after you close this video and I'll link to the Repostify website. And then if you're gonna buy something, go to the checkout and use 1000 in 7 days for 50% off forever. So thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing your content in the future. And remember, it's a marathon. The worst people, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, me, had the worst content, but we just kept plowing through it. Social media is a marathon, and if you quit, then that's how you lose. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.